Greetings. Today we're gonna explore about good design versus bad design. So let's start by knowing what is UI. In the industrial design field of human-computer interaction, a UI is the space where interaction between humans and machines occur. In simple, it is how any product interacts with the user, including the interface logic as well as appearance. Looking at examples of bad UI design alongside counterexamples of good design draws important lessons for designers. Let us look at some examples and distill some lessons to create better UI. Inconsistency is an example of bad design. Such inconsistent styling may lead to visual conflict among the user. For example, arranging the navigation bar in top in one page and in bottom in another page can confuse the user. In order to make user clearly understand and respond to the given content, a UI design should be consistent. Also, being consistent further helps to improve the work efficiency of a product. For example, it is easier for a user when all the forms and pages of a website are similar in design rather than different from each other. Your website's desktop version might render fine in a PC, but if you don't have a mobile version of your site, think of how bad the user experience will be when your site is accessed through a mobile phone, having to scroll through vertical and horizontal scroll bars. Elements and links will be so small that they will be very readable and clickable. The following image shows how to avoid the problem of irresponsibility. Responsive design takes in consideration of three key main areas: readability, accessibility, and functionality. For example, a website following responsive design is much more easier to use, and all the features included in the computer version of the website are easily accessed to the mobile version of the website. If a design depends upon labels, it may be faulty. Labels are important and often necessary, but the appropriate use of natural mapping can minimize the need for them. In the following case, arrangement of stop controls is arbitrary, which is visually frustrating to the inexperienced user, leading to a period of experimenting with the controls to become familiar with the proper uses and potential danger of the user. Good mappings like this are natural and use physical analogies or cultural standards. As a result, they are understood immediately, are much easier to remember, and enable better ease of use. A product having good mapping helps the inexperienced user to know about the product much more easily and quickly. Bad or insufficient feedback like this can lead to confusion as well as error from the user. In the following example, it is not clear what the error really is and how to avoid the error. So, feedback should be effective and help the user understand the current state of an error. Effective feedback like this can help reduce further errors and minimize the confusion for the users. A design may not be good in all aspects, but we should always be focused on making it better, and user feedback should always be considered. By considering all these points, you can differentiate a bad design from a good one. Thank you for watching.